so fucking grossly mismanaged.
It was fucking horrible. Like, this game, it's not even, like, I would be pissed off if it was, like,
Oh
a
my
game
God.
and it wasn't clearly
you're
ready.
having terrible
And then,
luck.
like, the week afterward
really
they
am.
fixed it. That would be annoying.
Sometimes one of
but
them
it would
will
be
no,
like,
and-
fire at you while
that's
you're
at least it was
thing.
close
not
to being
well,
done.
and the first time
and
it's
that's
not.
the
It feels
thing,
like it was not
Chris,
close to
I'm gonna
being
be honest.
done.
I think that this game is like very much like a No Man's Sky sort of situation, where I think like it was very much like they
Probably.
were under a lot of pressure to release it by a lot of different people, and they had to release it despite the fact that they needed like another year of development. But they couldn't be like, hey, we need another year, because everyone, all their publishers and shit, as well as like all the fans, as well as their bank accounts were like fucking release this shit already. And
Yeah, you're probably right.
they
It's just-
already,
it's
dude, because that's the thing,
depressing.
they already delayed it. Remember when it was supposed to come out in fucking April
Yeah.
of last year? Like,
Yeah.
you know, they already delayed it a ton.
Yeah. Dude, they keep updating
Well, it doesn't.
Baldur's Gate 3
probably the
though,
heaviest
which is
thing.
nice.
Definitely is.
They keep updating what?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
Well, because it's not even actually released yet. It's
No,
just
it's
early
not.
Stay
access.
with you guys, but I want to wait for like the actual like full thing to be out.
Yeah.
I want to play a druid, and they don't have them yet. And the
Yeah.
one druid they have in the game is super janky.
Plus, there's a lot of roleplay opportunities in the game, and I kind of want to explore that more. Even though like the first part is really good with it, it's just like it feels very limited on the character choices you can have right now. But we could play Baldur's Gate 1, or we could play
I'm not. I
Icewind
don't
Dale.
put money into that.
Shit, dude, that's the
Or
worst
Icewind
Baldur's
Dale
Gate
1.
game.
Or Icewind Dale. It's an
Okay.
Icewind Dale setting.
The Icewind Dale game is in the Icewind Dale setting, and it's
All I'm
about
saying is
Icewind
that's
Dale.
$20,
The great hero Icewind Dale.
and I think it uses
How many bucks?
2.5e. But I think it uses 2.5e. Do we care if it uses 2.5e?
Oh god, dude, 2.5e is like really whack.
It is.
Not because it's bad. 2.5e is like everybody's favorite edition is either 5th or 2.5. But the problem
I
with
thought it was 3.5.
I thought people hated 3.5.
No, I thought 3.5 was like the pinnacle, and then 4 came out.
Oh,
and
that's
that was
right, 4.
garbage. So everybody skipped 4
Yeah. Well,
and just stayed with 3
the
until
point
5
doesn't
came out.
diminish with it not being everybody's favorite. 2.5 is very combat-y, very little roleplay. That was what D&D was. It was still back when it was a war game more than anything else.
That's fair.
Hold on. Let me make sure that I'm not being dumb. It could easily be
And I
done.
think-
I like
4 was
referring to
more
D&D as a
roleplay.
war game.
Well, that's how it was developed. That's
Hey,
when Gary
honey,
Gygax
what are
created
you
the
and your
game.
friends playing this weekend? We're
Okay,
playing war
yeah.
games, Mom.
Icewind Dale's gameplay operates on a similar basis to that of Baldur's Gate, in that it incorporates a modified version of Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition rule set.
It's a war game. I mean, you can look into it more to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that, like, if it's using 2nd edition, it's gonna be...
Fuck.
Probably.
Yeah.
still a war game.
Bro, I just got
Icewind.
killed by
Well, because that was when it was still Gary Gygax's
Now-
game, like, still
Wait, how
owned
did I
it,
end up back
right?
down there?
Leela and Stitch.
Did you not see what happened?
No. Well, I saw it like last time, but I could have sworn I just saw you climb it a moment ago.
Now there is
Oh, I fucking
Icewind,
booked it, like, really fast.
there is
Oh.
Icewind Dale 2 that is an adaptation of D&D 3e.
That's,
No.
like, in between. That's not that bad.
It's like marginally better.
Every time, like all the is edition names kind of sound like fucking stupid when you guys say them like that. It's a version of D&D 3.
3e.
3.
3e's unsweet. Yeah, you know, it's not even gonna be that.
Chris, how would you feel if you came downstairs one day and your dad was sitting at like the kitchen table, holding a can of LeCroix, and he walked up to you and he was like, "Here, Chris, it's been a little bit since we talked," and so he hands you like the can of LeCroix. All right.
I would immediately ask, "Is everything okay?" If you're being
no.
serious, some people-
He's like, no, we're fine. We're good. I just, you know, we haven't had a talk as father and son in a little bit. So like, he hands you the can of LeCroix, and I assume you drink it, right? Start drinking it.
Better not post this on YouTube, but yes.
Wait, why?
Because technically I'm underage.
Does LeCroix have have.
Well, LeCroix.
LeCroix doesn't
now you're
have
gonna-
fucking alcohol in it.
I was thinking Corona for
You're
some
not gonna get in
reason.
trouble for answering a hypothetical.
There's also a
LeCroix doesn't
Beyond
have.
that, you're drinking at home with your parents. That's not illegal.
Listen, Harrison.
Okay, so yeah, so he said,
But-
so
yes,
Oh,
I was
there
so
he is.
fucked
You
up.
got
so he gives you the
Yeah.
can. He
Time
gives
for
you,
a-
Havel
he gives you
later
the
in
can
this
of
area.
LeCroix and you
You
drink
can't
it,
be
right?
summoned there.
Okay.
Then.
Then you
Oh my
finish
God,
it,
that
and he
could be
hands
right.
you another can of LeCroix.
Yeah, I usually just run to the bonfire and reset.
Okay.
Do you drink that one?
What's the flavor of LeCroix?
Black
Grapefruit.
cherry. Wait, no, it's Waterloo.
Grapefruit. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's LeCroix, but
Alright,
grapefruit.
fine.
I would spit in his face. I hate grapefruit flavor.
Oh, he trades it out for fuck else is LeCroix flavors?
Pineapple. I don't know what
pi-
flavors they have.
Pineapple.
Oh no, he
no.
just fucking Nathan.
He asks
made
you
him
what
No.
flavor
chunky.
you want.
Ooh.
I would say pamplemousse.
Yeah, see, I don't bother fighting
Okay,
him
he
Yeah.
gives
because
you
it
that. That's
slows
still
down
grapefruit
the
flavor. I've
thing,
I've
and he
gave
doesn't
people
give
that
more
flavor at work.
souls.
That's still like a type
No,
of
I
grapefruit
know, but I want to
flavor.
do it to see if I'm able to.
Okay, regardless, so he gives you the LeCroix you want, and every time you finish a bottle of LeCroix, he keeps making like idle chat with you and feeding you LeCroix. And every time you drink, every time he gives you a new LeCroix and you start to drink it, he seems to get like some sort of like not like sexual, but like just some sort of like satisfaction out of
Harrison,
it.
I
Yeah.
hate you.
sexual
Okay.
satisfaction out of giving
Okay.
him a
He just starts to get like satisfaction out of it. It's not weird. It's just like he's just like happy to see that you're drinking.
Oh,
LeCroix.
it's only sexual.
Okay.
At what point do you? At what
You.
number of LeCroix do
See
you
why I
stop
don't
drinking the
fight
LeCroix
Pavel, I just
and be like,
reset.
I think I've had enough.
Two.
Yeah.
Although you can also, if
He
you
tells
go
you,
kill
no,
the other
please,
Havel,
drink,
and then you
drink
never
some
have to
more
deal with
LeCroix,
that
and he
again.
gives you another can.
Because he's only a summon option if.
Wait, what?
The
I'm
other
sorry, I
Havel
missed that,
lives.
Harrison.
He asks you, he says, no, please keep drinking LeCroix, and he gives you another can.
I
I
asked,
should
why do
drink
you want
my
me to
LeCroix.
keep drinking LeCroix?
He says, because you're my LeCroix boy.
Oh,
I need
no.
you to drink the LeCroix.
Does he say that in like a serious voice, or is he?
Yes,
like,
he
joking
sounds
around?
100% serious.
At this point, I'll probably be like really
He
confused.
says,
and
please,
then-
your grandfather's life depends on it. Please keep drinking LeCroix.
Both of my grandfathers are dead, Harrison.
Exactly. He might come back to life if you keep drinking.
You don't drink the LaCroix.
If I keep drinking LaCroix, I'm just.
Roy has a resurrective power.
I would
Yeah.
probably say, okay, hold on, I just need to go to the bathroom for a minute. Then I go upstairs, then I'll talk to my mom about this shit because I'll be really confused.
She hands you a
Of
LeCroix.
all time.
she hands you a
What?
LeCroix.
This shortcut is the dumbest of all time.
She
It
says-
is the dumbest
She
thing
says,
ever.
please
'Cause why
drink
would you
this,
use
my
it?
son.
I would.
Why do
At
I
this-
always make sure I get it every time? I
I would
forgot about
ask
that.
her why does everyone want me to drink LaCroix?
Because your grandfather
Your
could be
It's
resurrected.
because LaCroix sponsored your family, and they're
I-
willing to clone your grandfather to bring him
asked
back
my-
if you drink
I
LaCroix
asked
like
my
that.
mom.
Your
Yeah.
your family was abducted and replaced with the LaCroix clones.
At this point, I'll probably be getting a little
Lacrone.
bit pissed,
Yeah,
and I would say, how the hell would that help anything?
No, it's Chris, I just explained it. They sponsored your family, and they have the resources to clone your grandfather
Yeah.
and bring him back, but only if you
Oh.
continuously drink LaCroix.
Yeah,
Like how much continuously?
that's actually a better answer than I gave.
So
Continuously.
if my mom explains that to me, I would say, okay, then
Arrow in
I'll
the back
figure
of my
something
head.
out, and then I'll like bring it back to my room, and then I'll like, how are they watching us? How would they know that?
They have cameras.
You in your sleep to monitor LaCroix levels.
Yeah,
in
they
your
have
blood.
heart sensors on you, and taste sensors down your gullet. So like it senses when there's LaCroix slithering down your throat.
How much volume of like LaCroix in my throat do I have? Like at
You
like,
don't
1
understand,
minute?
Chris. As long as you are never for more than a minute not drinking LaCroix, you're fine.
Yeah.
More than a minute. So
Yeah,
I
you have
can't
to just
go-
keep consistently drinking LaCroix.
So I would probably like what I would honestly try to do is I'll figure out techniques in my body to figure out how to get me
big-
1 drop of LaCroix for that amount of time, and then I just teach my brain to keep doing that.
Or you
So
could
what
just
will
drink
what
more
will
LaCroix.
what will happen is I can still get water in my system, and it would not
LaCroix
bother
is
me as
water.
much.
And it's hydrating.
It's hydrated.
Yeah, but like you would get a whole bunch of sodium in your system.
Well, no, yeah, no.
Or carbon.
To be fair, you can actually die from like getting overhydrated. I forgot what that is.
True. But
Um,
LeCroix doesn't care. They just want they just want you to drink LeCroix.
if anything, you dying would actually be great because you wouldn't be able to tell anyone about LeCroix's tactics and resurrective powers.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
think we've done it, Harrison. I think we've come up with the dumbest hypothetical so far.
wait. I have another one.
Okay, go.
So Chris, you're up late at night and you find like a Screen Rant video and it's titled like 10 Star Wars quotes that you didn't know were different, like were not how everyone remembers them. And so you click on it, and the first one, and it's like welcome back to Screen Rant. Today we're talking about the top 10 Star Wars quotes that no one fucking remembers, right? And then like they go through like a couple, and then like number 7 is like everyone remembers the line, "These are not the droids you're looking for." But did you know that it's actually, and then it pops up like a clip, and it's like actually Sir Alec Guinness. Like it doesn't look like deepfakes or anything at all.
Yeah.
So like it's actually Sir Alec Guinness, and he's like these ain't the droids you looking for, and then he does like a little like hand gesture. Would you believe it?
No.
Okay.
I would be like, I'm sure that's not how that quote goes, and then I would specifically open up Disney Plus, like scroll that part in the movie, and I'll listen to the quote again.
And then it's the same. It ain't the
If it
droids you're
turned
looking
out
for.
like that, then I would immediately DM Andy saying, "Hey, did you know this?" And then he would do the same exact shit, and then I would immediately post this
I would say,
chat.
yeah, you didn't know that.
Yeah, and then Andy would say, "Yeah, it's always been like that, dude."
And then
You don't remember all the memes?
I would just send a
Do you
GIF
not watch
that's-
Screen Rant?
Look, and then I would just
Years
send a
later,
GIF.
Screen Rant comes out as having faked the whole thing. They replaced every single version of the
Yeah.
movie ever.
Why are we doing like these giant like corporate cover-ups of different dumbass companies?
And see, then what I would do is that I would send Andy this GIF and that that way, and send Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Rook.
Johnson?
What?
Andy, you're kind of
Okay.
bro.
I am
We're not gonna
really
come
starting
back.
to get confused.
I turn on noise suppression. I have to turn that back off.
Hmm.
But I can't right now. I'm dealing with a bunch of dumb lizards.
A
They're
bunch
like-
of-
Wait.
A bunch of
Wait, I am-
dumb minorities.
Wait, can someone
That's
please
not-
answer this to me? I'm really confused. On my group chat for my physics exam for later today, the guy that lives in Spain just asked, "Is it okay to use 3 times
The
10 to
only
8
one,
per
the
seat,
one guy that
or
lives
should
in
I be
Spain."
more specific?" He answers that will be okay. He says, "Okay." Then he asks, "Where did you go for elementary school, primary, Southwest or London? Is it one of those two?" And then he answers, "You can't ask me for answers to exam questions, but we're not in the exam." What? I'm confused.
Is this that one Russian professor you hate?
No, this is the one
Oh.
professor that I love.
Oh.
My controller just disconnected. It did.
He's the one he's the
Oh,
one I
fuck.
asked about the neutrino
Oh, fuck.
undergraduate
Lord, please.
research.
He's the one you asked
I
about
think
the
it's
neutrino
neutrino
Beano.
You know,
That sounds
I will
vaguely
say,
racist.
I will say,
I think it's
every
because it has
time-
bean in it. I should probably cut
yeah,
that
Every
out
time I
later.
hear neutrino,
Maybe.
my mind goes to Arduino, and I always think, oh, it's like an Arduino but neutral, and I don't know why my brain goes there because that's not what it is at all.
This weapon does like an absolutely ludicrous amount of
Yeah,
staggering
see,
damage.
I was too scared to even try for shit like
This
that.
weapon does an absolute critical amount of dim dam.
No, go
I
left.
love Dim Dam.
Yeah, you gotta go.
If someone, okay,
Those things are so
if
annoying.
you guys, if like an actual like cosplayer like came up to you and like gave you like a really good cosplay of like a character you like for like a convention and gave you like money for the tickets, would you go?
Wait, what do you mean?
In that
Oh,
costume?
Yeah, dude, I've always actually wanted to cosplay. It's just expensive.
Really?
Oh,
I
wait, say
wouldn't.
what?
I wouldn't. I can't.
Wait,
I
Harrison,
can't do
what
that.
was the question again?
If
missed-
if a professional cosplayer, if a professional cosplayer gave you like a really good cosplay of a character you like, and then gave you tickets to like a fitting convention, would you go?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
completely.
absolutely.
I wouldn't.
like-
I'd probably be like, oh, thank you, but I'm gonna have to.
Like,
turn you
here's the
down.
thing: if it's like, it wouldn't even take that much. But if someone gave me like a lab coat and like Okabe
Give me your
Rintaro,
soul.
like clothing and like a hair of shit, and they're like, okay, I want you to go to like
What's
this
this lab coat? I
science
thought you were going to talk
convention.
about Rick from Rick and Morty.
And then he's like, okay, I want you to go to like this convention here and cosplay as this guy. I'll be like, sure, I will act like him completely because he just acts crazy. And I would love
Hate
to
that little
just
fucker.
What if
carry. I mean,
What if they told you
Yeah.
to go there and then
Big passion.
and address yourself by Mr. Cashola?
that would
And
make no sense, especially because for this character.
Well,
Actually, it could actually make sense.
it's
for the
not
character.
supposed to
I
make
would do
sense.
it.
It's just supposed to make you seem like an asshole.
Oh no, I would say it.
And then
because
you have
that
to,
would
and
make
then,
sense
and
for
then
the
once
character.
again, every time anyone walks up to you, you have to tell them that you have a lot of cashy washy.
that would not make sense for the character. But,
Doesn't matter,
um,
Chris.
If you don't,
Look,
Look, I could play it off.
Andy, since you and Nathan don't know, that was a hypothetical that I had earlier. Is that a billionaire would
oh,
pay
dude, were they
you
not
like
there for
100
that?
million, but you would have to
Oh,
brag about your
God.
cash all the time, saying you have big cashy washy to everyone that you meet.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because I
Then
had to sign a
you seem like an
contract for,
asshole
like,
and an
$2
idiot because you're
million
calling
or
it big cashy washy.
I'd do it.
Well, Andy, here was the thing: is that you have to do
Well,
it
for
special.
100 million, I totally
So-
do it.
What was it? It was like Andy. It was like you have to sign a contract for this guy to give you $100 million, and you have to accept 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, it was really
rules.
intricate. I
And
don't
it
know
was
why I
like-
made it so intricate.
It was like you have to always. Your name has. You don't need to legally change it. You always have to like introduce yourself as Mr. Cash or something like that.
Mr.
And
Cashola.
right after,
And you
Sir
have to call money. You have to say to everyone that you meet that you have a lot of money. You have to call it either Big Cashola or
Big Cashy.
I have a lot of big cashy washy.
Actually,
Um,
and you have to call money
it's
like
just
the big
dumb.
green every time you say it, because it's like, yeah,
yeah,
Here's
and
the
then that
thing.
was like another thing is there's like a non-disclosure thing on it, so you're not allowed to tell anyone that you have to say that as like a matter of a contract. You have to like
You just
they have to believe that that's just who you are.
exactly. And so that's when I was like, no, I can't do that. I could like introduce myself, but it would pretty much break every social thing for the rest of my life if I'm always like
Yeah,
acting like
but
this
you have a lot of
asshole
money,
that,
so
like-
they might like you anyway.
that is the point.
That's a point. But
I mean, to be fair,
not
you
real.
probably never have like a real friend again in your life, but
exactly.
I don't have those anyway.
yeah.
Oh shit! Well, that backhanded insult, not even a
I don't think
compliment.
that was backhanded at all.
Yeah.
I think that was just straight up. I hit you in the face.
Yeah.
I got places to go. I got places to
Backhanded
see.
cock.
You're still alive.
Backhanded cock slap.
Oh.
He
Oh.
doesn't. Well, just I think browse the memes
Probably.
He
What else
brow-
would he do?
he
because I think we didn't want to risk him.
he browsed his
Hey.
means to live.
I need to make sure that
Come
I'm not being
on.
a dummy wummy.
I did it again. I made the same exact mistake
just
where I
say-
could have killed him in one
Did you
hit.
just say cummy wummy?
No, I said dummy wummy.
You're just gonna keep trying this, aren't you?
Oh, I didn't just wake up. for this.
Garrett, the quiz is locked until February 24th at 5 p.m. We're good. It has 14 questions, so I have to upload every question as a singular PDF file, which is the...
I had to do that for an exam yesterday.
14 questions for an hour and 50-minute exam. I'm scared, man. I'm scared.
There's
I'm
gotta
never-
be some fucking questions.
All right,
Well, the
at
thing
least
is that
have a
he
quick
said-
match game.
I don't think they will, because he was saying that how he wrote the things, it was like he took our homework questions and
Act to go, and I would have killed him.
Garrett,
So,
I
in
gave
Bruno's
Chris
perspective-
my. Oh, I gave Chris my LeCroix hypothetical, and he gave me an actual answer.
Actual fuck off.
I would
We
have
ended
to
up
take,
turning it weirder.
Did Garrett not?
Yeah, Andy contributed to the hypothetical. It's better now.
Andy, I would have to take 8 minutes per